Greetings to you today on this Friday, the 25th of October. I will apologize in advance for any background noise you might hear. Have a couple of guys out right over this wall over here cleaning the siding. It's kind of nasty. So probably the last day of this year that'll be warm enough, and it's really not that warm today, to be spraying water and getting it all over yourself. So appreciate their availability in doing that. Today's devotion is going to be rooted in Proverbs chapter 16, verses 6 and 7. And remember, it comes from the book, Whom Shall I Fear? Put out by Voice of the Martyrs. Proverbs 16, verses 6 and 7. By steadfast love and faithfulness, iniquity is atoned for. And by the fear of the Lord, one turns away from evil. When a man's ways please the Lord, he makes even his enemies to be at peace with him. Such great truths there, right? Steadfast love. That's an enduring love. That's a love that doesn't get turned away from the one we love or the one that loves us. Faithfulness, all of that, all character traits, qualities that should be evident in God's people and lived out in God's people. Stretched to the breaking point, Sabrina Wormbrand nearly succumbed to the prison interrogator's maddening methods. The interrogator intended to discover the names of other Christians, those whom she had nurtured in the Christian faith. The interrogator tried a new approach: bribery. Everyone has his price, so why don't you name yours, he offered. With fiery conviction, Sabina replied, "Thank you, but I have sold myself already. The Son of God was tortured and gave his life for me. Through him, I can reach heaven. Can you pay a higher price than that?" It's not enough to hold temptation at arm's length. Honoring God requires that we turn away from what tempts us and move closer to him. How does Sabina's story inspire you to fear the Lord and to turn away from evil today? Strange thought I just had as I'm reading this. Price is Right, right? That game show on television's been on for 100 years now, where you've already won something, but how would you like to give it up for what's behind that curtain, or what's under that box, or whatever it is they might offer, the game that they play there and all of that. That's basically what this prison guard was trying to do with Sabina Wormbrand. I'll offer you this if you give me what I want. And she basically says, "No, I'm keeping what I have. I don't want to trade it. I don't want to turn it in, because you can't offer me anything nearly as good and needed as the Lord's love and salvation." That's an incredible picture. The interrogator's right. It seems everybody does have their price. And sometimes people find it easy to sell out because they think what's being offered is better. It's what Adam and Eve fell for. They had their price. Satan thought maybe he could get Jesus to have a price as he tempted him in the wilderness, but Jesus wasn't going for it. Those examples are what we need to look to when the devil, when the enemy's offering us something that looks so attractive, so lovely, so desirable, so valuable. We have to remember the promises made to us by the Lord, what he has in store for us. Not enough hold it at arm's length, but when the temptation is there, we look away from it and we look to the Lord and who he is, and not only what he has done for us, but what he has promised to do for us. And nobody or nothing can top that. At all. Fear the Lord. Turn away from evil. It's a killer. It's a stealer in our lives when we give in the temptations of sin. Blessings to you today. It's not, in Sabina's case, it was a threatening of real torture. For us, it's not real torture unless we make the sinful choice. Then we experience the torture of the soul. It's what David said, how he felt sick all the time after what he'd done with Bathsheba, and he didn't confess it. He felt miserable. He felt miserable about it. His body wasted away through his groaning all day long. That's what sin does to us. It's a killer, a stealer, a destroyer, as Jesus refers to the father of lies. He comes to kill, steal, and destroy, but Jesus has come to give us life and to give it abundantly. Absolutely nothing can beat that. Blessings to you today.